Are you looking to get custom merch for your band? PM Star Promotions is producing all types of promotional items such as shirts, hats, stickers, banners, koozies, skate decks, and much, much more. All products are imprinted in the USA and made to last while keeping your cost as low as possible. Need a shirt design or logo made? The PM Star team has over 20 years experience in graphic design to make your ideas come to life. PM Star Promotions is making their way by working alongside with national bands and record labels including Crowbar, Goat Whore, and Ripple Music. To get customized, dependable work or check out the package deals that fit your budget and other exciting offers, please check out our featured collection on Facebook, PM Star Promotions, or visit www.pmstarpromo.com. It's time to get noticed.
Welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast. I am your host, Wayne, and
yes, you are.
Yeah, Bob in the house. We are the most dangerous podcast on the internet, and you know, my friend, my confidant, my partner in crime,
The Rum Guy's not here.
Yeah, well, of course he's not here. That's why I'm talking about you.
Oh.
I mean, if he was here, I would be talking about him, but he's not. So,
no. Hi.
I'm totally kidding. You know him, that guy, the Mr. Buck Lightning himself.
The Rum Guy's not here today.
Again.
Yeah. His internet doesn't work.
Again. His internet is shit.
I miss Rum.
I miss Rum too. He's on a fucking island, dude, and that's the problem.
Yeah. We had this problem when he lived there when the show started.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And he thought it would be a good idea to move back. Stupid.
In fact, I'm pretty sure you're the one that talked him into taking the job.
Where? Over there?
Yeah.
No, I just told him to decide what's better for him. What did he think would be best? And if it was better that he would not get hurt as much and that he made more money and they did more things for him, yes, of course.
Well, two of those three things happened.
Which was what?
He's making more money and they're doing more things for him.
Well, he doesn't get hurt as much either. At least I haven't heard him get hurt lately.
Yeah, but I don't think he tells us every time he gets hurt, because he gets hurt a lot.
He does. I think he's just an accident-prone person.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
He's
I don't know. So,
if you were a force of nature, what force of nature would you be?
Me?
I'd be water.
You'd be water? Why would you be water?
I don't know, because I like Bruce Lee.
Well, how would that be? How would that be a force of nature, though? That's more of an element.
I saw Captain Planet.
I never watched Captain Planet.
What? I've watched Captain Planet. He's a hero.
I've never seen an episode. Never.
That's your fault.
I know. I've also never really sat down and watched the Power Rangers either.
Oh, that's okay. My favorite thing about Captain Planet was that, like, there was no creativity to it at all. Like one of the villains was named Loot and Plunder.
Awesome.
and it's actually, like, the theme song is like, bad guys who like to loot and plunder. And somebody was like, oh, hey, what if we just name one of the villains that? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
One of the elements was heart. This poor Indian kid, everyone else had cool powers like, earth, fire, wind, and water. And he was like, heart.
Wait. Heart was an element?
Yeah. Yeah, he was the fifth element long before Mila Jovovich. So like all the other ones had, they all had magic rings and like they could do cool things. So like the Earth kid could like summon the Earth. The wind chick could blow people away, and it was a chick. So I don't know if that was a joke about blowing people, but
possibly.
Wheeler had fire.
Wheeler, nice.
I think it was like an Asian chick had water, which is pretty strong. And then like the little East Indian kid was like heart.
Let's just give Mowgli the fucking heart one, right?
It was so sad. And you know what? I think he had a monkey.
Oh, wow. It's Mowgli with Apu, and he has the heart.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrible.
Weird.
I need to go and watch that. I'm going to watch an episode just to say I did.
It's a good show to watch with the kid.
What was the one? I know you're probably going to remember this, but it was the first one that was like an interactive cartoon where you put like the VCR tape in and it was like Captain something.
I think you're thinking Captain Power.
Captain Power. That's the one. Yeah.
It wasn't exactly a cartoon.
It wasn't a cartoon?
No, not exactly. It was like an early like runner for like CGI and television. And yeah, like they had toys that somehow I never really understood like how it worked. Like because like supposedly when certain things would come on the TV, you could fire at them and have an effect. I never really.
Right. I don't know. I owned one of the little toys at one point, but I don't know. I've never watched it.
My hero, J. Michael Straczynski, was one of the people that worked on it, as well as Gary Goddard, the guy that we would like to come on the show that worked on. Like he was the director of Masters of the Universe.
Right.
He was the director and creator of the Terminator 3D attraction at Universal Studios. Also worked on the Jurassic Park attraction. So
awesome.
But yeah, he was on it too. So.
That's so weird, man. That you can look back at that shit and go, "Remember that? That was such a failed experiment."
Well, I mean, I'm sure it gave people other ideas that led to other things.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, look, Terminator 3D. Boom.
Yeah, that doesn't hold up as well anymore. Like the 3D's pretty bad these days because like that shit kind of degrades. And I mean, it's still entertaining for what it is.
It's neat. It's really neat, but the thing is, it's kind of like, who the fuck knows what any of that is besides us people who are between the ages of 35 and 60.
Well, there's also been like 4 or 5 other iterations of the Terminator since that came out, because like that was right after Terminator 2, because Eddie Furlong's still a kid in it.
Right, and he's still in that thing, isn't he? Yeah, he's still in the attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they can't change it.
Because
it's a combination of like the movie footage that they shot back then, and like actors who look like them. So I mean, they could change the show, but they'd have to get rid of the footage.
Right. So,
and they're not going to do that. They're gonna. It's been on the chopping block for a while. They're going to replace it with something else.
They're going to replace it with something stupid.
Well, they were going to replace it with The Walking Dead, but the Walking Dead attraction that they put out in California is getting terrible reviews, so they apparently scrapped it.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Well, it's kind of at the end of its, fad.
Yeah, they kind of need to get something that's like just piquing everyone's interest.
Yeah, I mean, it would be different if Universal hadn't, had The Walking Dead at Halloween Horror Nights for the last
3 years,
4 years.
It's 4. Okay, that's 4.
It's been more than a few. It's been more than 3, but so I mean, people were just kind of used to it, and so it's just another Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 5 years. Yeah, because the last time I went, it was there for the first time.
The last time I went there for the first time.
No. I said the last time I went there, it was.
I'm just making fun of you.
It was on for the first time, is what I meant. My bad shit.
But
cock smoking.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We got a contest.
We do?
We do, because actually the episode that I'm releasing tomorrow is the first one.
Okay. Well, we're into June. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and we're going to drop a phrase here.
Ooh, we're going to do one of the first. Yeah. Should
we do it now, or should we do it randomly during the episode?
I think, they need to know when we're doing it. So
let's reiterate what the contest is.
Go ahead, spit it out. Spit it out like a hip hop genius.
You got the wrong MHOG number there. So we have 2 posters from Mondo, which is a super exclusive company that it's like mondotees.com. I actually tried to get 2 Mondo posters in the past week, and I lost out on both of them.
Wow.
One was a really cool Rocketeer poster, and that's the thing, like, all these posters are super limited edition. They only make a certain number. They don't reprint them. Like, you either have them or you don't, and if you don't, you can buy them on eBay, but you're going to pay a lot of money. So we have an American Werewolf in London poster. That's the grand prize. And then we also have a Friday the 13th poster. Both are really cool. And we got them from Texas Frightmare, where they were sold, I'm pretty sure, exclusively there. I think the posters that they made were just for Texas Frightmare.
It is, usually.
And I know the American Werewolf in London one was limited to 300. So basically, if you want to be part of this contest, for one entry, you have to email us at mhogbooking@gmail.com, subject line Mondo contest, and then what you're going to want to do is screen capture. You'll have to have subscribed to us both on Facebook and iTunes, or whatever your podcast catcher is.
Yeah, Facebook.
Right, you subscribe to both of those and do a little screen cap, and you email both of those to us, and that counts as one entry. But if you also do that for Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, those are additional entries.
That's right. So you can get a total about 6.
No, that's 4.
No, I don't know why I counted it earlier with the different things we do, and for some reason I thought it was 6. But okay,
the podcast catcher and the
Facebook
are one entry.
Okay, all right, there you go.
If there's anything else we're on that I'm forgetting, you can go ahead and subscribe to that too and send it to us. But
yeah, because if it's an extra thing that we're not really sure of, but you catch us on it, awesome.
I'm sure that's it. But you send that to us, and I do want to stress this: we're mostly trying to keep this local to the United States because shipping is very expensive, and so are those posters. However, if you are outside the United States and you're willing to pay the shipping, we'll send it to you. Like, you can win. But that's the contest. And sorry, I'm forgetting something.
Ooh.
Stupid. So part of it is that you also have to mention in the email 3 phrases that we will mention throughout the month. We don't know what episodes. We're going to make it up randomly, but you have to have those 3 phrases to prove that you listen to the show.
Yes.
Like, a lot of these things are like, hey, go like our page and you could win this $5,000 prize. And then immediately, like, after you lose, you unsubscribe. So people actually try our show, and if you don't like it, that's fine. Fuck off. But
basically, just give us a month. Give us 1 month of your life listening to us, and then you could possibly win something.
So, with all that out of the way, and we have to make a video of that and we also have to streamline it so I don't fuck it up.
You know, I'll have something I'd like to say. Since we have a first and second prize, right? Do you want to do a third prize?
I thought about that. I have a Captain America Civil War one sheet poster that I've had for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about giving that away too.
Well, I was gonna say maybe like an MHOG prize pack or something.
What?
With some stickers and some shit like that we have laying around.
We can do that too.
You know, throw it together as the third prize. That way, you know, there's 3 prizes. The third one, you never know what you're gonna get. How about that?
It might be a blowjob from Gary.
It might be.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
You know what? He's getting upset. It won't be a blowjob from Gary.
No, it'll be anal sex from Gary.
Yeah, pretty much. So anyway, with all that out of the way, this is the phrase that pays. Phrase number 1.
Phrase number 1.
And it is just doing a little intestinal yoga.
All right, that's it. Then that's how we're going to use it, because we're not going to say it again. We're not going to repeat it.
What if they didn't understand what I said?
Well, you know, that's their problem.
All right. Not only do you have to know all 3 phrases, you have to correctly understand what I said. I'll give you a hint though. It's from the movie DCcab.
Yes, and if you've listened to the show prior, it is one of the things that Adam has never forgotten as a child, and has always wanted to ask Gary Busey what the hell that meant. So that's even more hints.
I almost got a chance to ask Adam Baldwin, who played what was his name?
I don't even remember. But he played the kid.
He was Albert Hockenberry.
Albert, that's right.
He was super skinny. Like, it's weird, like, seeing him like as a kid. Like, it's like he's a different person, basically.
And that was before or after the movie My Bodyguard?
Oh, that would have been before. It would have been like 84.
Okay. I didn't know I thought he was in that beforehand.
It was in My Bodyguard?
Yeah, wasn't he the bodyguard?
No, that was Kevin Costner.
No, that's Bodyguard. My Bodyguard, I believe, is a movie about a little kid who gets an older guy to be his bodyguard. I'll find it and make sure I'm saying the correct movie.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah. Well, it's Baldwin, right?
Yeah, Adam Baldwin. Yeah, so he was at Wizard World a few years ago, and I met him briefly, shook his hand. He actually followed me on Twitter and then immediately unfollowed me because I guess he didn't. It's too much man for him. But so Squirrels and I both worked the Wizard that year.
Right. I remember that.
And she, I was on tickets, and because Squirrels has like weird special powers, I don't really understand how. She's one of those people that things just sort of like weirdly fall in place for her.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like one time we went to a concert and we had like nosebleeds, and she ran into like some woman that she didn't know that worked at the show, and the woman liked her and was like, "Come with me, sweetheart." And so she like grabbed me. She's like, "Come with me." And what? So ended up like on the bottom floor. We weren't on floor seats, but we were like bottom rows.
I was correct. It was 1980. My Bodyguard. He played Linderman, and DCcab came out in 83, so it was before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. See, I know a little bit.
So Squirrels got taken off of tickets like within like half an hour, and was assigned to escort the celebrities. And she was really excited. Like one of her first ones was the guy who played Spike on Buffy.
Oh, no, James Masterson or something?
James Marsters, I think.
Yeah, whatever.
I think.
Whatever, that guy.
Something like but
he looks really rough. He doesn't look like he does in Buffy.
Well, he was like 40 when Buffy was being,
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I had no idea.
I'm sorry. Late 30s, I think. He wasn't quite that old. But yeah, so he's like 50 now or something like that. But he turned out to be a huge asshole, apparently.
He seems like he could be a dick.
Yeah. Yeah, but he so she escorted him, didn't like him, and then I saw her for a few minutes, and she was like, yeah, they want me to go escort Adam Baldwin now, and I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. I was like, look, I don't ask you for much, you know. I have things for you. Do something for Daddy now. And I didn't say it that way. I could have, but
you should have actually. You really should have said it that way.
I was like, look, I had bought this Firefly poster from someone, like an artist, and I was like, can you see if he'll sign it like Fillion sucks or something like that? Because it was a picture of Nathan Fillion, and she was like, no. I was like, what? I was like, come on, you know. She's like, what have you done for me lately? And I was like, fair point, but fuck off. Anyway. So like I go to leave, and she well, no, I'm sorry, I went to the panel, and you know, and I watched, you know, Adam Baldwin's whole panel, and I'm going to leave because I had to go do something, and I'm leaving the convention, and apparently she was trying to call me because I found out later, like as she was leaving, he was like, "What are you doing right now?" And he was like, and she was like, "I don't know, I'm probably need to go escort someone else." He was like, fuck that, come hang out with me in the green room." And so she was just hanging out with Adam Baldwin. And apparently at some point she was like, yeah, you know, my ex-boyfriend, he has this poster he wanted you to sign. And he was like, really? Just tell him to come over and come hang out. And cell phone reception was shitty. And so it didn't happen.
You know, and it really was because I've tried to get in touch with people while I was in that building, and it's impossible to.
I was so upset. And I could, but going back to the original point, I could have found out what the fuck was up with, you know, that line.
That would have been incredible, dude. That would have been like a bucket list thing.
Actually, most likely he would have just been like, A, how the fuck do you remember that? And B, I don't fucking know. I didn't write the movie.
I'm like, I don't know, dude. It's fucking Gary Busey.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Like, it could have just ended like, and this would have been like the ideal thing, because you know a lot of times like simple shit like that turns out to be like some weird story, especially with somebody like Gary Busey. I'm sure he would have just been like, "You want to hear some cool stories about Gary Busey?" In which case it would have been like, "Fuck yeah, I do." I want to hear, frankly, any story you have to tell, Mr. Baldwin.
Well, fuck yeah, dude. It's fucking Gary Busey.
But yeah, so.
That's a weird fucking dude.
Anyway.
Yeah. So that's our contest.
Oh, yeah. That's where that came from.
Yeah. So that's our contest. And, yeah.
And if you like us, you know, share the show and mention, like, Mondo contest or something. Like, it would be nice. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah. That'd be great.
You know, I hate to say this because I appreciate the people that listen, but I honestly bought those posters that I could not afford to buy just to help spread the show.
Yeah.
I mean, cool. If one of our longtime listeners wins, awesome. Very, very happy. I'm most ecstatic. But I'd really like our numbers to go up a little bit.
Yeah. Completely.
Anywho.
Yes.
What else you?
I just saw this thing that's kind of funny. It's you're familiar with I know you're familiar with the Masters of the Universal toy line and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You're familiar with the amazing character Moss Man?
I was never really a fan, but yes.
Well, they have come up with something that's incredible that I may have to purchase. It is a Chiapet Moss Man.
That sounds stupid.
It is pretty fucking dumb, dude. It really is. But it'll go with my my Mr. T Chiapet.
How do you own a home?
Excuse me?
You waste a lot of fucking money. Are you serious? You have a Chiapet Mr. T, and now you want a Chiapet Moss Man?
I have a Chiapet Mr. T that was given to me about 10 years ago. Yeah, and I just saw this Chiapet Moss Man, and I thought it was funny. So yeah, I think I'd have to invest in it. It's only like $10.
Even so. Frankly, even having gotten the Chiapet Mr. T for free as a gift, I feel like you got ripped off.
I mean, come on, dude. It's a Chia T. It's fucking incredible.
I don't know.
Hey, you know what? If people listen to our show and get all those phrases, I'll even throw in a Chiapet Mr. T.
That's the fourth prize of Chiapet Mr. T.
Yes, I have the Chiapet T. I will put that motherfucker in the prize package.
I think you just lost us the people that we're already with.
You all wanted Mr. T Chiapet. Don't lie.
I'm trying to imagine for him or her bastard that gets the third prize and just like, are you fucking serious? Like, I listened to this fucking show for this shit? Like, what? I wanted American Werewolf in London.
Well, you know, not everybody can be winners, kid. Not everybody. But at least you tried.
Winners like us.
That's right. We are winners.
Old fat men talking into a microphone.
You fucking right we are.
Yeah.
Yeah!
So.
Fuck all y'all. Anyway, not really. Listen. Be nice. Love us.
What else is going on?
Not a fucking thing, dude. Nothing. Zero. Nothing that I can actually think of that is interesting.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we got our normal stuff going on, getting ready, gearing up for a show on the 17th for me. That'll be fun.
Okay.
It's at Twist and Lime. It's with a band called End All. And then after that is the we're gearing up for the one at Southport with the Wednesday 13.
That sounds exciting.
It is. It's pretty pumped up and exciting, and we're getting a really good word of mouth going because bands that I am trying to book at Babylon are asking me that when are we going to play together, and I'm like, how did you know about us? You guys are from Lafayette. I'm like, there's several bands have asked me, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty good.
Right on.
So, yeah, Kyle, you should remember my band name since I gave you stickers ahead of time and all that good stuff, and you just kind of like, hey, I got those stickers. What the fuck is that?
I think I make mad.
Why? What'd you do?
I don't know if to talk about this on here.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
My bad. Moving on.
Yeah. Let's skip that.
You don't have to cut that out. It makes me look stupid. It's fine. So I had something that I wanted to talk about. So I've been following this story loosely for a while. I knew something was going on. There's a guy named I think his name's Eric Weinstein. It's either Eric or Brett because there's two. Oh, it's Brett Weinstein. I'm actually looking up on my screen. Nice. His name's Brett Weinstein. He's a professor at a Washington college called Evergreen State College.
All right, sounds pretty prestigious.
It's not.
I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. It is an interesting college though, because instead of like typical college semesters are like, 4 classes that you choose randomly and stuff like that. Instead, like maybe I misunderstand the way he explained it, but it sounded like every class lasts, maybe it's all day long or something. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's a different structure or maybe the classes don't go by semesters. Maybe they go all year long, and that's how, So it really allows teachers to get in very close with their students and form actual, bonds and, fosters education. It's pretty interesting. But it's definitely a far left-leaning college. And one of the things that they've done historically since the college's inception is called the Day of Absence. Now, Day of Absence, it's based on an old, I believe it's a Frederick Douglass play. And basically what happens is one day out of the year, historically, black faculty and students choose not to go to school to sort of, basically it's there to show how underappreciated black people are.
Right.
Which is an interesting concept to me because it's kind of like, well, what are we supposed to appreciate you for? Like, as individuals, I understand, appreciate someone, but I don't I don't feel like I appreciate black people. I don't feel like I appreciate white people. I don't, it's, I don't really look at groups that way, but whatever. It's some sort of symbolic point, and it's like I said, it's a hugely leftist liberal arts college. So this year they decided to do something different. This year, the students decided that instead of black people not showing up for school, white people would not be allowed to go to classes.
Nice.
Not white students, not white faculty. They need to leave for the day. And so Brett Weinstein, when this was, he was confused at first, but when he had it explained to him fully, he said, "No, this is actual racism." Like, he has no problem with the day of absence as it stood, but he said there's a huge difference between, a segment of the school deciding, or a group deciding that they would personally recuse themselves from being at school, and a segment of the school telling another segment that you're not allowed because of the color of your skin. This is what we actually call racism. He sent this letter to all faculty that's involved, and one of the people involved sent it to the newspaper to get republished. Now, he says nothing racist in it. In fact, he's pointing out that it is racist. This is a racist policy, or it's a racist idea. And so the day of absence comes and goes with. People were upset, but the day of absence came and went. And then one day, a group of students decided that they had had enough of him, and they wanted him to be forced out of the school. They showed up, and there's just all kinds of videos of them being disruptive, not just of him, but like basically, I'm going to use the word riot, but I want to be clear that it wasn't a violent riot. It was mostly them screaming.
Right.
And you should watch the video. It's Brett Weinstein, Evergreen State College. It's all over the place. One of the videos, not to jump. Well, I'll say. So basically, they're yelling at him and making all kinds of accusations that he's a racist, that he's been saying racist things. He's done none of which. And he even pointed out to them, like, I've never, I've been, day of absence has been here since I started here. I've never once protested until, you decided to make this change, that you really don't have the ability to enforce. But the students continue to scream at them. And I don't know what it is about protesters that none of them have imagination. Like, it's always the same shit. Like, they were yelling, "Hey, hey, ho, ho. Racist Brett Weinstein has to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Brett Weinstein has to go." It's really fucking. This is the same shit they were yelling in the fucking 60s.
It's pretty fucking stupid, actually.
And then there's another one that like all the Antifa groups yell. It's like racist, sexist, anti-gay, something not okay. I don't like. It's really fucking. It's just dumb shit. But I guess it's a chant. It doesn't have to be clever. But so they're screaming at this man, and he's being the picture of calm. Even when he does interviews now over it, like, he's still trying to build a bridge between him and the students.
Right.
Saying they just don't understand what they're saying. But there's plenty of videos of it, and one of the videos has, I would say, a little over a dozen black students surrounding a little old white woman screaming "Black Power."
Okay.
And I just want to point out, like, if there was a video going around of a dozen white students surrounding a little old black woman screaming "white power," the entire world would be going insane.
Oh, yeah.
And if you think that's a lie, you're either smoking crack or you're a fucking lying asshole. Like, the people would be losing their minds right now if it was the reverse. So what I want to say is this. I know this is getting repetitive, but I'm fucking sick of this shit. I think we're all really fucking sick and tired of, like, seeing this country behaving this way. Seeing these students, and this isn't the first college that I've seen do shit like this. There's videos all over the place of fucking entitled little asswipe shithead college students screaming at faculty members who've done nothing, who've done fucking nothing. They've not persecuted anyone. They're actually there. Many of them are actually teaching you the Marxist bullshit that you fucking believe, which, you know, there is a bit of irony there. There is a bit of hilarity and appropriateness. The fact that, you know, like these colleges teach these students this Marxist bullshit and ends up biting some of them in the ass, you know. But, you know, I went to college. I'm not a big fan of it. I actually kind of fucking hate college. I think the one of the biggest things wrong with this fucking country is the collegiate system, or at least as it stands now, and the fucking shithead professors that teach this kind of Marxist bullshit that's just pervading our culture now. You have all these fucking entitled shitheads. You know, I couldn't have imagined as a college student screaming at a faculty member. Could not have fucking imagined it. You know why? Because I would have been fucking expelled.
Right, you would have been. You would. They wouldn't take that shit.
And just to see this kind, like I think we've all, like, you know, again, I don't like Trump, but this is why fucking Trump happened. Because people are sick of fucking turning on the news and seeing this shit and seeing the fucking full on, and I'm not going to say liberal because I like liberals, the fucking full on leftist media that fucking supports this shit. I saw a fucking thing today where some woman was talking to an ACLU lawyer, ACL, American Civil Liberties Union lawyer. Some college or some city was passing a law that upholds the right of right-wing people to have meetings, and the fucking this is HLN headline news. It's a CNN offshoot. This black woman was saying, well, what about my rights as a person of color not to be have to listen to that kind of hate speech? First of all, it's not fucking hate speech. It's just speech that you disagree with. There's no fucking such thing as hate speech. It doesn't fucking exist. It's bullshit. It's actually the definition of Orwellian. Hate speech, groupthink. It's the same fucking thing. It literally has the same cadence. Oh, you know, what about my right? You don't have a fucking right not to you know, to shut down someone else's opinion just because you don't like it. It doesn't fucking matter what the color of skin is. Doesn't matter if you're a woman, person of color. By the way, remember when calling black people colored people was fucking considered racist?
Yeah.
Now you're people of color? Now?
Or as Kyle said, POCs.
POCs, whatever. You know? Now, you know, all this shit about segregation, again, I remember being a kid and being told, you know, like this country was racist because we had segregation. Now the fucking black students are like, no, we have to be segregated. Yeah. We have to be isolated from you white devils because you're oppressing us. Nobody's fucking oppressing you. Get it right.
Excuse me.
You're not being oppressed, you know, and and it's not just the black students anymore. It's not the black people students, the Hispanic students. It's just these little fucking entitled fucking shitheads. I know I keep repeating those words, but it's true. It's true. Whenever you see, if you go watch the video of the Evergreen College, you'll notice that they're not all black. There's a lot of little fucking shithead white kids that are fucking retarded. You're literally arguing that you're the devil. That's what you're doing. Oh, but it's okay because I'm standing next because I support people of color. No, shit too. You're just a fucking moron too. And you're a little kid who's not fucking educated. And I can't wait for these little shitheads to fucking actually be out in the real world and realize they have no fucking education. They have no skills.
They're dumb.
You didn't finish high school. I didn't finish college. You and I are way more educated than fucking any of these kids. They're fucking stupid because they're not there for education. They're there for quote unquote, you know, we can call it re-education, you know, like to use an old like Nazi term, you know, or maybe it was the USSR, I don't remember, but you know, they have nothing. They don't know how to think for themselves.
No,
they just fall in with these fucking shitheads. I keep using the same words, but it's true. And you know, and America used to be about more than that. And yes, I know America has like a racist history. I understand that. Totally understand that. But also Americans used to believe in things.
But you know, every country has racist history, man. You can't. No country was like, oh, hey, you know what? We all get along so well over here. No, that's not true at all. Zero.
Americans used to believe that if you worked hard and you didn't accept the circumstances that were put in front of you, then you could get ahead and you could do well for yourself. You know, if you look at MHOG, we have, you know, we have two, you know, white members. We have me, that's whatever the fuck I am. We have Kyle. We have a woman. We have an Ingley. You know, we have a Gary. We have all these different people. Not a fucking one of us has ever grown up with a silver spoon in our mouth. Not one of us. We've all had our own challenges. And hey, you could argue in some ways like individually we've failed at certain times. But do any of us like sit there and fucking complain and blame and just, I was listening to a relative just yesterday talking about another relative that goes and gambles and wins $5,000 and is just like, must be nice. Oh, bitch, she worked.
Yeah.
And she has money.
Yeah.
And she wants to go fucking gamble. It's her fucking life. This country used to be about something. And it's about time that we all say, that's the fucking line there. That's where it is, and I will stand here, and I will hold that line with my dying breath, because it's time that we stop fucking pussying around and fucking letting these dipshits scream over everyone. And they're not screaming anything. They're not even saying anything. They don't know what the fuck they're saying because they're fucking stupid. They're fucking animals. And I'm sure there's somebody that's listening that's just like, did you just call black people animals? Shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking stupid mouth. And it's time to tell the fucking worst part about the internet. And hey, and I'm a full believer in freedom of speech, and I understand that we're all allowed to fucking have a voice, and I understand that. That said, the internet fucking makes every fucking retard think that they're a genius. Every time, like I'm just following that Paris Agreement shit, and every fucking retard in their mother is out there like Donald Trump just destroyed the earth. Shut the fuck up! You're a fucking moron. You're a fucking moron. He didn't destroy the earth. The earth isn't dying. It hasn't been dying for the last 40 years that we've been hearing about climate change. It's still there. All their predictions have been false. Yes, we need to work on climate change. It's not the fucking end of the world. There's still a lot you can do without fucking, giving $100 trillion to Paris over the fucking whatever it is, next 50 years. Anyway. But I'm seeing people just losing their mind, and they all just think, hey, I'm a genius. Everything that I think and everyone that I know, we all just know the truth, and you're dumb. You're dumb. Shut the fuck up. It's time to shut the fuck up. It's time for the fucking actual smart people and the calm people just to say, hey, you know what? You're allowed to have your opinion. If you want to talk to me about it, that's fine. If you want to talk about the Paris Agreement, that's fine. If you want to talk about, a day of absence with me, that's fine. But the minute you start screaming, shut the fuck up. This is the line. The line is personal freedom, and we got to stop fucking giving in to these shitheads. And I know it's not everybody. I know the internet provides this fucking microphone that makes us think that that it's millions and millions of people. When in actuality, it's a bunch of fucking dipshits sitting around, jerking off and eating nachos. I don't know why I went with that, but whatever.
Because nachos are tasty.
I'm sick of this shit. This poor guy. He's not even fucking. He's not right wing. He's on their side. He's fucking like you should watch the video of him with Dave Rubin. If you're not a fan of the Rubin Report, I suggest you check it out. It's on YouTube. And again, Brett Weinstein, like he does a long interview. I watched about a fourth of it just now, but he's not against these people. He wants to change their minds because he's an educator and he actually cares. And meanwhile, they don't give a shit. They're just like ruin his life. Get rid of him. Fire him. Why? I don't know. Racism. That's, we talked about the other day about trying to get, I don't know if we're going to be able to get him on or not. And I guess I should follow that up a little bit in a minute. But we talked about the guy, the teacher, principal.
Yeah, that poor guy.
Out here in New Orleans. Was literally run out of town over just the accusation of racism. Just the fucking accusation.
Just because the dude wore a ring.
Yeah, the biker rings. He was clearly a biker. Like, you could tell from the clothing that he was fucking wearing. He's a biker. Now, does that mean he's not a racist? No. But even if he is, like, is he... I seriously... I don't understand the thought patterns of that. Like, oh, yeah, no, he's super racist. He hates black people. But, he took a job where he's surrounded by black people all the time. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sure he's Hitler. That's what it is. He's Hitler. He's trying to get these black kids to kill himself or something, right? Yeah, that's logical. But it's just it drives me insane that we let these injustices, because I'm someone who believes in justice. We talked about I don't remember what we were talking about the other day, but you were talking about like, yeah, we should torture people who do that, and I said no, I don't want to torture them. I just want to kill them. I don't want them to suffer. I don't want to add more suffering to the world. I just want to get rid of the people that are fucking evil. I think we were talking about the terrorists.
Yeah, we're talking about that. What I said was we should we should do a pay-per-view execution.
And we talked about this a couple times, but my point is, like, I'm for justice. I'm for justice for black people. I'm for justice for fucking Asian people, brown people, whoever. You know, I don't. You know, I want what's right to exist, not what's right for me,
Right.
not what's right for quote unquote my people.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want, and like this social justice shit, again, Marxism. Social justice means it's the idea that you can redistribute justice based on racial lines or identity politics. Fucking, that's retarded. That's fucking retarded. Social justice is a retarded idea. And the people who support it are fucking morons. Anyway, I'm going on long enough.
I support it. Totally joking. I don't care.
Well, there you go.
You know, I mean, like I said, I completely agree with you, though. I mean, dude, it is gone long enough. People have been... I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know what was so bad, like, 10 years ago. I really don't. I don't know what happened. I guess that's my white privilege speaking, that I didn't understand what was going on. That was so horrible 10 years ago. I just thought back then it just seemed a lot nicer. People got along better. There was less fucking racially motivated killings and violence, and you know, I don't know, man. I think it's just gotten a lot worse since everybody got PC.
Yeah,
and it's only going to get worse.
it doesn't have to.
I agree. I know it doesn't have to, but you know, the now that the snowball is rolling, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And until something happens where either there's an all-out, you know, race riot, or
but that still ties into the idea that this is racial. I do want to mention this because, like I said, I was listening to the interview. One of the things he pointed out is that it's not just, you know, you see the videos on the internet and you makes you think all the students are doing it. No, he's got plenty of students that are his actual students. I think a lot of these students that are like screaming at him have never taken one of his classes. Don't know who the fuck he is. But a lot of his students are, you know, and some of them are not white. You know, a lot of them are like, some of them are black, some of them are other colors, whatever, are standing behind him and saying, no, this is wrong. He's
That's
a good teacher. Like, why, you know, like he didn't say anything racist. He just said, no, I shouldn't be forced to off campus because I'm white.
Right.
You know, so I mean, you can, like, the fastest way to fixing this problem is to stop fucking buying into this fucking tribal shit where our skin color is what defines us. You know, what defines me is loyalty. Like that's if you had to boil me down to like one aspect of my personality, that would probably be the thing that would most shine through, and that's what I want from people. That's all I really need. I don't need you to do things for me. I don't need you to be the same skin color. I don't need you to listen to the same fucking music. I need to know that I can count on you. If you got that, you got me. And that's, you know, and that's my tribe. You know, and if you don't have loyalty, I don't want you. I don't give a, you know, like, no, I don't care if you're fucking related to me, you know, much less the same skin color. And we need to stop, like, letting these identity politics, like, consume everyone and start listening to people that actually know what the fuck they're talking about. And, you know, and really, at the end of the day, I think the main reason this continues on is because we have, like, all these, like, lunatic professors, like, in these colleges teaching these kids horseshit. And these kids don't understand critical thinking. They fucking deleted that from education. Like, kids don't know how to think for themselves. They're not asked to anymore. They're told what to think, not how to think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Good deal with colleges. Love them.
Wait, what?
I love college, man. It's great. Good deals.
Yeah.
Teaches them all good stuff. Fucking morons.
Anyway, anything else to talk about? Because I know you got one.
Yeah, I did. The only thing is, the only reason I got to go is because the baby's, you know, chilling by himself, and I'm being an awful father by leaving him sitting there.
That's fine. No, I mean,
no, I know. He's good though. I mean, he's just laying there sleeping anyway. So, do I have anything else? Let's see. I'm trying to think. I did watch something recently that I wanted to talk about, but now I am completely drawing a blank. Oh God. But anyway, No, not really, man. I mean, like I said, the only thing I had was really what I was watching, and now I don't even fucking remember what it was because it must have not been that great.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah. So we got through the first phrase for the contest. That's there. It's in this episode somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where, guys. You're just going to have to go find it, especially if you listened to the episode and missed it. That's your problem.
Do you imagine to the end?
Wait, what?
Do you imagine to the end?
I think they would have made it to the end.
No, never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. It sounded like did you think they made it to the end?
No, I said, did you imagine that they skipped to the end, like skipped over?
No. I'm just saying sometimes people don't pay attention when they're listening.
Well, that's their fault.
You know, and then they miss out. So I just wanted to give them that little bit of a, hey, guess what? We said the phrase. It's in this episode. Now you got to hunt for it, dumbass. Should have paid attention at the beginning. That was a hint. Anyway, so hopefully, guys, by the next time you hear us, maybe Rum might be on. Who knows? We hope he gets his intranet fixed.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be great. But anyway, I guess that's it. I was your host, Wayne.
I'm pretty sure you still are, Bob.
And, of course, the Buckster.
The Buckster?
The Buckster.
I think I just quit.
What, you don't like that?
That's insane. No. Buckster. What? Jesus Christ. Hey, keep it metal.
Yeah, so just keep it metal. Oh, yeah.
That's it.